thought I'd talk you through my what's in my first aid kit. It's quite diverse, and I've got the boxes of some of these things that I wouldn't actually take the hard case just because it takes up space and a little bit of weight. So let's go from the bottom up. So we've got a thermal blanket, so that is made of like a foil material, and if you are immobilised, you would need one of those. It will just keep you warm. You shouldn't not take a sleeping bag if you take this because it doesn't breathe at all. But it is an emergency thermal blanket. I take Ventolin, not for myself, but yeah, if someone's struggling with breathing, that can be handy for someone. Take Gastro Stop. There's nothing worse than having gastro when you're out in the bush. So sometimes you need to plug things up so you can walk out. So Gastro Stop for there. A little bit of tape. That's a big one. I'd probably take, yeah, not that much for emergencies, of course. Then we've got some kind of bug repellent, depending on when you're going. A couple of crack bandages for injuries in general, or perhaps snake bite if you're unlucky. Hydrolyte, electrolytic, some kind of electrolytic tablet. Wouldn't take like that big container. I'll just pop 3 of the little tablets in there, so that goes into your water when you're particularly sweaty and need to rehydrate. Panadol Osteo is a really good option because it's so slow release. So it's essentially the same as Panadol, but yeah, slower release. So I never take the Osteo one normally, but that's a pain relief and can be used alongside ibuprofen, yeah, some kind of anti-inflammatory. As well as that, I'd go for some kind of hay fever allergy tablet if you get bitten and have some kind of reaction, or get hay fevery, something like that is going to serve you well. For your blister care, just ordinary Band-Aids are good. There are little blister kits you can get, which are also fantastic. I've got a couple of non-stick wounds and some tape to hold those on with, some hand sanitizer. I'd actually keep some of this on the outside of my pack actually, so I use that before eating. There's another little wound pad and triangular bandage, and some more heavyweight crepe bandage. So yeah, that's pretty much what I have in my first aid kit. I've got a little container here that I'll put all my wound dressings and Band-Aids in. It's handy to have something like this because most people drink out of a bladder with a straw, and if you need to wash a wound or got something in your eye or something, you need to contain some fresh water somehow. So if you've got a bladder, you probably don't have something that's easy to do that. So that's sort of 2 things. Give it a use. So I'll pop all my Band-Aids and whatnot in there and keep them dry, but I also have a little cup should I need it. It's also a way to get some really concentrated electrolytic tablet in there, so one of those, and yeah, just half full of water for someone who's starting to cramp and so on. That might be helpful. Right, so that's my tips for you. Thank you.